Yeah, it's good to go. Hello everyone. Good evening. Hope everyone is doing good and a safe trading. So let's move into the live analysis. First we go with the gold XAU USD. Yeah, obviously first on from higher time frame to lower time frame we'll be choosing and finding a trend. Then we have to look for lower time frame for an entry price. It looks like bearish today and a lot of consolidation in the past previous days. We'll see how it will go on. So we'll be going with 1 hour time frame and we have a demand zone at which was very near. Hope it will trigger. Oh, it has triggered already and it has not given more than 1:1, so we can expect a 1:1 in this because it's a solid demand zone. Yeah, so we'll be converting into 15 minutes. Whether is there any solid zones or not, we'll be looking into it. So we'll be going with an entry. Yep, one more retest at 3321 itself. It acts as a major demand zone in higher time frame. And also a higher amount of consolidation. If we see from the time of around 2 o'clock, this was a time after a steep down movement, we can see a small up and downs, which was a consolidation type, but it was not breaking any high of the structure and low of the structure. So we have to wait until unless it will be giving breakout or a breakdown. For that we need to follow only higher time frame. We can follow this as a supply zone. The tradable window is only from 3330 to 21, which is 9 pips around. So the retest is pending for supply zone. Don't look for a buy trend because it has been already retested once. It has been already retested once, so we'll be going for a retest on a supply side because it has been untested. So it's time for everyone to type your required assets on the chat box, so we'll be going with that. So today's major newses are Australian news. It has been at the time of 10 and 11. Let's see how the Australian series pairs are performing. The news is positive 3.85, more than the assumpted ratio. The Japan series, it was a slightly bullish. I wanted to look for Australian and US series. What was the time? It was at 10 a.m. Yes, so the news has not given any more impact. It was on a consolidation if we see. And also it has been made a reversal. Even if the candle is in bullish, depends upon the reversal we have to consider by the volume spread. Not for 100%, but it should be a certain criteria. So we'll be going with Bitcoin. The highly volatile one. If we consider this was a fake breakout on a lower time frame, and we can see a reversal, one more reversal from here, because there is no proper demand zones at the reversals. This is the only demand zone has been retested. To breach the two levels, to breach this supply zone, there is no demand zones have been formed. So I can expect one more reversal from the same supply zone. The actual one stop loss should be the swing high, but this was one of the fake breakout in a shorter time frame. So I am considering not to take a risk. The range is too high. Yes, so the supply zone we can trade for one more retracement. We'll be going for lower time frame. I wanted to show you some of the short term notes, whether we can take or not. It was trading near the supply zone. Yeah, this is going to be supply zone on a shorter time frame. Has been retested, and the retest is also a one of the supply zone. So we can look for short trade on Bitcoin until the support at support also looks good, a strong bullish one. This is going to be your support. The tradable range is very good on Bitcoin on a 15 minutes time frame. So we'll be going with USD JPY. $146.600. First we go with a higher time frame. The sharp reversal I'll be considering as a supply zone. $146.600. No, Shruti, it won't be, because even though if we consider for shorter time frame as of now in a higher time frame, it was bullish as of now, but we have a resistance at 147.347. In a shorter time frame we can go for long until the resistance. We'll see. Yes, in shorter time frame it was bullish too, has been given breakout over here and came for a retest. It's on bullish and there is no supply structures in between this bullish also. 147.347 will be acting as a resistance. Yeah, so we'll be going for silver. How many of them are trading on silver as of now? Some old members. Because on 1 hour time frame we got a solid demand zone for silver. So this was one of the strong reversal. The silver, I'm expecting it might breach the current swing high also. Once the market retraces this level, it can breach the level of 37.22. So any shorter trades on silver to consider? Yeah, on a shorter time frame we can look for a short trade. This is going to be a supply zone only on a shorter time frame, not on a higher time frame. You can think of a quick scalp trade for 1 hour to 2 hours. Okay. Silver looks good today. So now we'll move to crude oil. We'll be going with 1 hour. In 1 hour it looks like a little bearish. Minor one, not the major trend. Yeah, this was yesterday's zone, I think, at 8:30. Has been retested today after engulfing. So we have to wait. It has to give 1:1. Wait until the 1:1 gives and look for trend. So how many of them are holding any live trades currently? Any running trades? Type in the chat box. Any open positions going or not? I've been going with gold. We'll see any short time trades will receive or not. On 5 minutes it's everything is on a bearish. This is one of the major zone. Has been retested for twice and has given good profits. This candle hanging man looks like a bullish one. We need to wait until unless the candle closes. If this candle closes above the hanging man candle, we can consider a bullish movement. Here, after a series of supply zones, the latest zone was, this was the latest zone. Yeah, not retested. We can expect some sort of reversal from here. Let me check on 1 minute time frame. Yes, on 1 minute time frame also it was bearish. We can consider this. We can consider a short from 3,325. If you see, the next candle has not closed above the hanging man candle, because if you see whatever the volume is there, which was not to the completely sellers. If the completely sellers have been over here, the candle should be 80% body or else 100% body. But if you look, the volume is high and a wick rejection of around 70%. So there are some buyers. And this was a level, as I said, a solid supply zone for a shorter time frame. So in a higher time frame, gold is on consolidation. If we see, in a 5 minutes time frame, gold looks bearish because the market is falling, volume is increasing, so there is no change. We can expect some sort of reversal, and also it can breach 33182. We have to be very careful if we are buying anything. Yes, Shahil, short on gold. It's okay to be good. It's completely bearish as of now. So is there any major pairs? Yeah, major pairs we haven't covered. We'll be going with a GBP, JPY and some other 3 assets. GBP JPY will be looking bullish. Yeah, because this was a previous resistance. If you consider, you can wanted to take more lines to be touched, more candles, you can consider that, but I'll be taking only one, depends upon my analysis of this base candle. There I got a resistance, it has been breached. So this was my current demand zone on GBP JPY. On a higher time frame, it was bullish. If you want any short trades for a scalping and all for 15 minutes, 1 hour, I've been moving to 5 minutes. All the levels has been retested because this was one of the previous support after giving breakout. This was a first support and this was second support. So I won't expect any another retracement to the demand zones. EUR USD. Minor pair, it was completely bearish on a shorter time frame. So after a consolidation, it has been given a breakout along with a retest. This is going to be our retest zone. Yeah, we can consider because there is no demand zones in between. This was also one of the minor supply zone, so we can consider this zone as a supply zone. We'll see how it was on a 1 hour time frame, whether we have reduced our stop loss or not. Not in 1 hour. Here I got one of the zone, but we need to find whether it was a solid one or not. Yes, this was a major supply zone. Retest has been made. Whatever the buying setup, the reversal zone it was a minor one. So if there is any news, or if there is a news, we can see a steep fall. If there is no news, means after consolidating it will give a breakdown. EUR USD is on a bearish trend. We'll see where the support is there. Support is a bit high because of the up and downs, consolidation, we can think. Okay, it was too large. Support is at 1.15374. So we can expect a sharp fall. EUR USD, right? Whether is there any news on upcoming session? USD, yes, USD we have a major news, FOMC. On Euro series for 9th there is no news. Only FOMC meeting is at 11:30 PM. So we no need to worry until for short trades for tomorrow afternoon or evening. So this EUR USD, all the USD series we can see consolidation. only after the morning 5 o'clock or else 7 o'clock, because FOMC is one of the major meeting. FOMC 11:30 p.m. let us see. So the last news was on April 9th. Meeting provided. Yes. So all the USD series will maximum it will consolidate from tomorrow morning, until unless we can follow the technicals. Whatever the indicators, whatever the zones you are taking, you can happily follow that. No, there will be no any movements, only a consolidation. After the news it will be a major impact. We have to be very careful in that. So coming to in this USD, EUR/USD, this was not a solid buy zone. So if we have any short trades, better we can continue on this, even though the volume is also huge, giving consideration to bearish trend. One of the major pair I have missed, which was USD CHF, where it was we'll see dollar index. How many of them will see dollar index while you guys are taking a trades on gold? Text in the chat box. I'll be moving to 5 minutes. Can we take short on USD JPY? No, don't take short as of now. As of now it was bullish. If you wanted to take a short trade, look at 147 to 148 in between. This was the zone, 147.347 to 148.026. Because it was completely bullish as of now. No supply zones also. This is one of the supply zone, got breached, went to bullish. So market is fully bearish, sorry, bullish. This was a supply zone. Dollar index. On lower time frame, dollar index is on blasting up. $15 minutes. We got a zone at, yeah. This was a retest zone for dollar. Whether on the supply side, on the gold, if we have a same level, we can consider some sort of reversals. At what time on a dollar we got a supply zone? It was at 6 o'clock, right? 8th July, 6 o'clock, yeah, 1 hour before. Yeah, the levels are same compared to dollar and gold. Gold is on bearish and dollar is on bullish. A huge consolidation with a high volume. Yes, you can see a reversal on this gold to short side, and the dollar need to be retested. So even though if the gold is falling and the dollar is also falling, don't get panicked. The gold will be on bearish and the dollar will be coming for a retracement. That's it. Okay everyone, is there any queries to be cleared? Type it on the chat box. Okay everyone, one more suggestion. Never take any trade without any stop loss. Okay, stop loss is one of the saving god. I don't know who will follow or who will trust anything, but if you are interested or not interested, just follow the risk management. Never take any trade without any stop loss. Okay everyone, have a safe trading day. Hope everyone's portfolio is on green. Maintain green.